gray band is for the overhead squat assessment that we do on the FMS. So for this one, obviously we know that the body, whether it be more mobility or stability based, we're having trouble with that squatting pattern. Now that's a tough one because we're extending the arms overhead as we squat, so there's really no place to hide from it, but that's what we want to see. So if we're wearing a gray band, it's not the end of the world. It just means that heavy squats, loaded squats, excessive squats, high rep squats, probably not a great idea right now, just because we're not moving through that pattern the way we want to. Maybe there's some mobility or stability issues, so we don't want to stress a bad pattern. The other thing that we're going to be very careful of is any type of jumping, because with the jump always comes a land. Squatting is very important to absorb force through the hips and transfer it through the kinetic chain. If we're not doing it through the hips, we're going to assume that maybe the knees or the lumbar spine is taking on too much stress. So if that pattern's off, that means landing could be very stressful on areas in the body that we don't want to stress. Now there are a couple of great at-home corrective exercises that you can do in between workouts to help get rid of this guy.
Slightly elevate the heels using something like a 2x4. Make sure the spine is long and the hands are behind the head. From there, slow and smooth, lower down into that squat, keeping the spine long and the posture as tall as possible. Standing as close as you can, facing a wall, will force you to sit back into the hips and help teach proper squatting. The big thing on this one is making sure that the toes stay forward through the range of motion. Don't worry about getting too deep, just take what you can get while keeping the toes forward.